Hey, Brandt. A lot of goals given up, some mistakes that cost you. What's the overall sense of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously disappointing. Columbus is obviously a good team. We've historically done pretty well against them. Yeah, but yeah, like you said, we gave up too many chances against a team like that. They're going to punish you.
Um, just personally, Dean said he thought you were the player of the game. How did you feel about what you were able to contribute?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I played well overall. Obviously, it wasn't perfect, but even though you might have a good game, it always it's not like it means anything when you lose. So I got to regroup and collectively do better on Tuesday.
Um, did you feel like on the positive side, at least you guys, had some fight and kept coming back? It was just too big of a hill to climb.
Yeah, I mean, that should be like the minimum. When you go down, you should always believe that you can come back. You can't just give up, right? The game's going to be 90 plus minutes. You're going to get scored on. You're going to go down sometimes. That's just how the game is. You can't just sit back and concede and be like, okay, well, the game's over. You always got to believe. So I feel like that should be the minimum at least.
Okay, and then this is a tough stretch you guys have. You just got to keep stay the course.
Yeah, one game at a time. um, we all we can do is focus on correcting our mistakes from this game, promoting what we did well, and taking that into the next game.
Thanks, Brant.
Go ahead, Steve.
Do you see that quality in this team, Brandt, that never say die, never quit attitude?
Yeah, 100%. I think we semi showed it today. Maybe on a better day where we don't give up a penalty. Obviously, the deflection was unfortunate. It was wet. It was rainy. Hey, but we get another shot at them at our place in 3 weeks. But so we're looking forward to that. But like I said, kind of one game at a time.
And for your own preference, I mean, you had a greater responsibility night stepping into that 10 role there. I mean, I don't mean this, as like there's an obvious answer sort of way, but do you did you enjoy your responsibilities tonight, or would you prefer playing off of Pep and that creation because he's been having a banner year. I mean, especially with his CNI passes, through the middle to forwards going on. What, of course, having a player of his quality in there, but did you enjoy the challenge of tonight taking that role?
Any opportunity I get to play, I enjoy it. I played, that role maybe towards the latter part of last year. Finished the season, I think, with 4 assists in 4 games. So it's not like a foreign role to me. But obviously, Pep has had a fantastic year. A very technical player that sees the game very well. And I definitely think we missed him tonight.
And when he's in there, does that open up other opportunities for yourself?
Yeah, I
And
think it
if you
opens
want,
up a lot of other opportunities for a lot of players with kind of his vision and his execution in the final third, creating space and chances for guys.
and when you were making that run through tonight, that resulted in the penalty. Did you know that Wilf was going to get you that ball, or were you just making it the run there because that was the right thing to do?
I was just making the run because that was the right thing to do. I kind of sometimes I make runs if I get the ball, great. But if it opens up space for another player that has a better opportunity or shot at goal, that works as well. That works well too. I do what I can control and what I feel like I'm supposed to do.
Great, thanks. Safe travels home.
And we'll wrap up with Sam.
Hey, Brandon, anything else you can tell us about the fact that you had to step into a big role, and it seems like a lot of folks had to step into new roles tonight, given the amount of injuries the team's been facing.
I feel like we have a quality team, a lot of good players. I feel like we kind of just stepped away from the game plan of what we're good at. Columbus plays a high line. I feel like if we kind of utilized that space a little bit more, it would have been a different game. But I think we should get back to our ways on Tuesday and start our winning streak over.
Well, speaking of getting back to your ways on Tuesday, we probably won't see you before the match. Anything you can tell us about your experience playing North Carolina FC?
I don't know if I've played them too much. Maybe in preseason a couple times. So I don't really have any insight on previously playing them. So I might be the wrong guy to ask for that.
Well, then finally for me, how important is the Open Cup? Is we've talked before that I know you want the League's Cup win because I think the team gets a little more prize money, the players get a little more prize money. But how important could a Open Cup win and a good run in the Cup be for the team this year?
Yeah, and it's another opportunity to win a trophy. And I feel like the supporters, they deserve a trophy sooner rather than later. So it's very important, obviously, to us to go out and go on a run. And again, another opportunity to win a trophy and bring something back to Charlotte.
Thanks, Brandt. Safe travels.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, Brent.